even social media, like it's not really an equal playing field. It's really like a hoax. Social media is not it really what has replaced the 90s. In the 1990s and 1980s and 2000 in Hollywood, you had casting directors, producers, which you still do, and you have directors and their agents, and they're picking and selecting the actors, actresses who will be on the shows and in the movies. Well, in these social media platforms, it is almost impossible to get, a certain degree of notoriety, not notoriety, but just, recognition if you're not a part of that program, because you do have a team at these social media platforms that are picking who's going to dominate FYP and who's going to be promoted to their new followers. But what's interesting is that it's sort of a love-hate relationship, because I think that they understand that the other's engagement is lower. So there's this cognitive dissonance where they're also competing with each other. So they will tolerate it enough. Like they don't want you and I to completely leave their platform, because then they lose people on their app. Now there's other platforms coming out. Elon Musk, I've said this more than once, he was ahead of civilization with Tesla, with his other companies, and he's ahead of civilization by like 10 years by the significance of purchasing Twitter, to be able to have a platform where left and right can just talk.
Right.
And I don't view Elon Musk as a far right guy. Just because he's not a liberal doesn't mean he's far right. I view him as an independent.
But it's so crazy because the left has gone so far that he's considered far right.
That's how I feel.
Because the left has gone so far, but he's not even far right. That's like, you're absolutely right.
I mean, just look at how much he's done for the environment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's hard it's like, at least he's giving the liberal, what I respect about him a lot is that at least at Twitter, the liberal can say some degenerate stuff, but he permits it. But on Instagram, and I know we're on YouTube, but I'm just saying, on the other platforms, they're not going to permit it. You know what I mean? At that level, a lot of stuff will not get promoted the way it could be. It's much harder fought.